be here. So they got in touch with us, and we met on the side of the road in an ambulance, which looks like an old pickup truck with a roof. And they opened up the back, and here's this woman sitting there with her twins, with her mask on, and she handed the babies over to us, and I got up in the back just to talk to her and, you know, tell her we love her and that we'll care for her babies, and because she was going to the hospital to die. And so we took the babies home, and she cried when the babies left her. And I had never seen that before. Heart for Africa is a faith-based organization that has 4 areas of focus in Swaziland: hunger, orphans, poverty, and education. And of course the acronym is HOPE. In Swaziland itself, our focus is a 2,500-acre piece of land called Project Canaan. And it has 2 sides. One side is agriculture, where we're growing food, providing employment, training, education, and the other side is the children. And we have a home for abandoned babies called the Elroe Baby Home. And it currently, as of when I'm sitting here right now, has 27 babies who've been dropped in pit latrines, left on the side of the road by these very young girls that I've just spoken of. And this young woman cried, and I thought, wow, first time I've ever seen it. So I started praying for her, and in December thought, I'm gonna go visit her at there's a special MDR TB hospital. And I met 9 other women who live in the ward with her. And these women get an injection every day in their hip. They get 18 pills in the morning. They get another fortnight for their TB. Plus, they get their antiretrovirals. And over a period of 4 weeks, 9 of the 10 women died. Right there, right on the floor, right beside her. And Nomsa just kept getting better and better and better. And I'd visit her a couple times a week in the early stages, and I'd bring her pork. She always wanted pork, protein. And I'd bring her magazines. And of course, everyone got a Bible and books to read, and you know, Francis Chan's Crazy Love. And just to stimulate her brain, I put a calendar on the wall so that she could track the days. I gave her a journal so she could start writing her own story. And I believe that she will be healed. I want to build a home for her, because when she gets out of the hospital, she has nowhere to go. I'd like to build 6 rooms to start with, and we may end up with 6 more. And it's called Sikala Lasisha Kibbutz, like a kibbutz in Israel. And Sikala Lasisha means new beginning, or a fresh start. The women who will be chosen to come and live there, it's not just a housing project. It's investing in 6 young women who have nowhere else to go, and the Lord has spared them for something. The entire 6-block unit is approximately $10,000 per unit. So if we were just building the block, it wouldn't be that much, but they need to be able to cook, they need to be able to shower, they need to be able to wash, and we need to be able to get fresh, clean water to them. We have to get electricity to them. As I've spoken to Nomsa about the possibility of building this Sikala Lasisha kibbutz, her eyes just light up. Not light up like, oh, wouldn't that be neat? It's like, really? Like I would have a place to live? And when I first started talking to her about the idea, and I couldn't make any promises because I didn't have any money, but that was, I think, when she started to get better. It was hope. It was hope because, you know, she's in this hospital for a minimum of 8 months. She's on treatment for 2 years. She's given away her children. This very medicine that she's on can make her go deaf and crazy. So why would she do it? Like, why would you go through that? Why not just go home and party on and die? But she is thinking that there will be a place for her because Elroe saw her. You know, that's how we talk about it. He saw you. It wasn't me. You know, I'm just some white chick from Canada. Elroe saw you, and he chose you. And so when you come out of this hospital, he will provide a place for you. And that's what this kibbutz is. It's hope.
This past December, we led an online Christmas Bible study. And on the last day, December 25th, I had mentioned that it had been my prayer that Jesus would become very real to us. And I felt like he had answered that prayer. On December 26th, someone sent us a comment that said, "So God answered your prayer, huh? I see. God answered your selfish prayer. Meanwhile, children starve and die." And I'm going to be honest, God and I wrestled with that for a few moments because I know the word and I know what it says about him, and that is not who he is. So I just asked him, "God, what do you have to say to that?" And I will tell you exactly what he said to me. He said, "You better believe I care about anyone who is starving and dying. And there's not a single one of them that falls without my knowing it and my heart breaking. But you want to know the answer? The answer is exactly what you prayed for. It is that my son Jesus would become very real to you." Friends, the answer is for Jesus to become very real to us. So real that we actually become the hands and feet of Christ. That we would get up off of our church pews and then go out and live like Jesus lived. So we have an idea. We want to build Nomsa a room. We want to build a room for her in this kibbutz. Janine said that one room in this project would cost $10,000. So we're going to raise $10,000. And here's how you can help. I believe God is raising up 200 people to give $50. 200 people, $50. Now, I know to some of you, $50 may seem like a lot of money, but you know, get creative. Collect change, get your kids involved, have a lemonade stand, sell casseroles to your neighbors. Just find what it is that you love to do and then do it. Get involved. But let's be honest, to a lot of us, $50, it really isn't that much. So let's spend $50 on something that actually matters. I mean, can you really put a price tag on hope? So I want to leave you with this. In Matthew 25, Jesus is teaching the people, and he tells them that when this life is over, the righteous will come and stand before them, and he will praise them because when he was hungry, they fed him. When he was thirsty, they gave him a drink. They clothed him. They saw him when he was sick. And the people are going to say, "Jesus, when in the world did we do these things for you?" And he'll tell them, "Whenever you did one of these things to someone overlooked or ignored, that was me. You did it for me." Nomsa is just one of millions suffering from HIV. She is just one of many who is fighting for her life from a multi-drug resistant form of tuberculosis. She is just a mama who just wants to see her baby girls again. She is one woman who needs a roof over her head and fresh water. 200 people, $50. Let's not just talk about Jesus. Let's go put a roof over his head.